Hello everyone, I just want to say thanks for watching the video and I hope you guys enjoy. Today we're going to be talking about an alternate history timeline that could have taken place during the Cold War era. This will involve the space race of the 1960s, world domination by the Soviets, and ultimately no Vietnam War. Now we know that the United States was the first nation to land on the moon. Hooray for us, right? But what would have happened if we weren't the first people to land on the moon? Now, the United States was not the only nation seeking to go to outer space. In fact, there was another larger nation known as the USSR at the time. And they beat us to space by launching the first unmanned probe known as Sputnik into space. But despite this technological advance, we still beat them to the moon. This was mainly due to their lack of sophisticated computer equipment, which the US had plenty of, and the Soviets did not. The computers the US had were highly advanced at the time, and were used in both the lunar lander and the Saturn V2 rocket that sent us into space. Now, it's no secret that there were spies on both sides during the Cold War, so it's not too far-fetched to imagine a USSR spy stealing our technology and building their own space shuttle, or own V2 rocket. It's safe to say that if the USSR landed on the moon first, the world would be a much, much different place. And this would likely be because of the theoretical weapon known as kinetic bombardment, which is the hypothetical act of attacking a planetary surface with an inert projectile where the destructive force comes from the kinetic energy of the projectile impacting at a high velocity. Scary, right? The kinetic bombardment system worked by launching a satellite into space, or in this case, landing a team of people on the moon and arming this weapon with tungsten rods, which when fired would use gravity to accelerate the rods up to Mach 10. That's over 7,000 miles per hour. Now that is fast. The destructive power of this, even though they were only 9 tons, would be 12 tons of TNT, and that is a very big boom. They would likely use this weapon to threaten the United States, become the largest superpower, and ultimately control the world. World control by the Soviets would often let them spread communism like they wished to do with freedom, which would mean no Vietnam War, which would likely mean a lot less casualties for the United States during the 60s. Now, I'm glad that this hasn't happened, because the world would definitely be a much scarier place if there was another superpower in charge. But I'd like to thank you guys for watching very much.
Created using Powtoon.